Hi and welcome back to another Canary Room top tip. Now today's top tip is how can you tell when your birds are coming into breeding condition. One of the key things for breeding birds, whether that be the native finches or the canaries, one of the key elements is lighting. So we want to be at around about 12 and a half, 13 hours of enhanced light to achieve ultimate breeding condition. We're not there yet, but we'll start to look at some of the telltale signs. So it differs from bird to bird. We can see here that we've got a classic Siberian goldfinch cock. And this bird, you can see he's swaying from side to side, so that's the kind of mating ritual that he'll do when he's in absolute tip-top condition. He'll display to the hen. But one of the ways that you can tell with the goldfinches whether they're in breeding condition or not is they have a black tip on their beak, and when that disappears, that is an indication that they are in advanced breeding conditions. So there's a visual sign there. We can see some visual signs with some of the other native finches as well. So the redpolls, as we can see here, they're beaking each other. It's not quite feeding, but it's a sort of a sign of affection, a term of endearment, if you will. With the canaries, as you can probably hear in the canary room at the moment, it's a lustful song, a real throaty song, and that is can go throughout the day, and it gets to be a real din. I mean, I really enjoy it. And one of the other things that we look to do as well is we study the birds, and first and foremost we look at the hen birds, and we see if they're sort of shuffling in the corner of the cage, and they'll sort of move the floor bedding to one side. They're almost trying to shuffle out a nest. That's one of the things that we look for. One of the other ways to tell whether they're in breeding condition is if we just pop a little bit of nesting material through the cage, and we'll see the birds sort of first and foremost just play with it, toy with it, and then we'll see them sort of push it to the back of their beak, and that's another telltale sign. So very much about being observant of your birds, looking for the telltale signs, and that's how you can tell that the birds are coming into condition. The key, of course, is not to try and rush it. It's to let nature take its course. And nature is another indicator. We can see the birds in the garden starting to pair up. We can see the buds on the trees starting to become full and then burst into leaf. And these are all telltale signs. So there's our top tip for the day. Please, if you can, like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.